Hey guys, I crocheted flowers and leaves and turned them into magnets. These were made with cotton yarn, and these were made with macrame cord. The leaves and flowers are bigger, but the steps are the same. I used this cotton yarn and a G crochet hook. To make the leaf, I left extra yarn at the end. Place the yarn over the hook with the end facing forward. Bring the end of the yarn to the back. Then bring the longer end over to the front of the hook and pull it through the loop created. This is a slip knot. Bring the longer end over to the front again and pull it through the loop created. This is the first chain stitch. I made 10 chain stitches. Make more chain stitches if you want a longer stem. Go through the previous stitch and make a slip stitch. To do this, go through the loop, yarn over, and pull it through both loops. In the next stitch, make a single crochet. Go through the loop, yarn over, and pull it through the loop. Yarn over again and pull it through both loops. Then make a half double crochet. To do this, yarn over, go through the loop, yarn over again, and pull it through the loop. Yarn over again and pull it through all 3 loops. Then make a double crochet. Yarn over, go through the loop, yarn over again, and pull it through the loop. Yarn over, pull it through 2 loops, yarn over again, and pull it through both loops. Make another double crochet. Then make a half double crochet. Followed by a single crochet, then a slip stitch. I counted 9 stitches and made a slip stitch. Make a single crochet, followed by a half double crochet, two double crochets, a half double crochet, a single crochet, and a slip stitch. Then I made 1 chain stitch. I brought my hook to the left of this loop. I made 8 slip stitches down the center of the leaf. Go through the stitch, yarn over, and pull it through both loops. I made 2 more slip stitches on the stem. Then I pulled the end of the yarn through the loop. With a tapestry needle, I weave the ends in the back and cut the extra yarn. Then I glued a magnet to the back. I already have a tutorial for the crochet flower using macrame cord, but I'll just add this in since one part is different. For the flower, I left extra yarn at the end before making a magic circle. To do this, wrap the end of the yarn over your fingers twice to form an X. Bring your hook under the first strand and pull the second strand through it. Hold the loop in place with your finger. Yarn over and pull it through the loop created. You should have an adjustable loop. Next, make 3 chain stitches to start the first petal. Then make a treble crochet stitch. To do this, yarn over twice. Go through the circle, yarn over, and pull it through the circle. Yarn over again and pull it through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull it through 2 loops, yarn over again, and pull it through 2 loops. To finish the petal, make 4 chain stitches, followed by a slip stitch. Go through the circle, yarn over, and pull it through the circle and the loop. To start another petal, make 4 chain stitches. Then make a treble crochet, followed by 4 chain stitches, and a slip stitch. I made 5 petals. At the end, I made 1 chain stitch. Then I pulled the end of the yarn through the loop. Pull the other end to tighten the circle. With a tapestry needle, weave the ends. Then cut the extra yarn. For the center of the flower, I cut 2 pieces of yarn. I folded the shorter piece in half and placed it on the center of the longer piece. Then I made a square knot. To do this, bring the left strand over the 2 middle strands and under the right. Bring the right strand through the loop created and pull it tight. Then bring the right strand over the 2 middle strands and under the left. Bring the left strand through the loop created and pull it tight. I made 3 more square knots. Then turn it over. Place the ends of the 2 middle strands through the loop. Then tighten the loop. I made a square knot and added it to the center of the flower. Weave the ends and cut off the ends. Then glue a magnet to the back. And here's how they turned out.